49ers, Shanahan won't underestimate Buccaneers. Calls them a problem. San Francisco 49ers coach Kyle Shanahan is not taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lightly as they face off this Sunday in a critical mid-season matchup. With both teams battling for playoff positioning, Shanahan is making it clear that the Buccaneers, despite some injuries and struggles, are still a force to be reckoned with. In a recent interview on the 49ers Game Plan show, Shanahan expressed deep respect for the Bucs defense, which has been a staple under defensive coordinator Todd Bowles for years. That defense with Todd Bowles has always been so good, Shanahan said. Vita and Antoine Winfield Jr., his dad, was a problem too. They've always been so tough. The Buccaneers' defense may not have been as dominant this year as in seasons past, but Shanahan still sees them as a serious threat. Starting out beating Detroit earlier in the year, just the way they've looked, they're a problem if they can string together some wins and get into the playoffs. Shanahan continued, they'll be just like they were last year, despite injuries and some uneven performances recently, including the loss of star wide receivers Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. Shanahan isn't overlooking Tampa's potential. He specifically highlighted quarterback Baker Mayfield, who's been having one of his best seasons in recent memory. When you have a quarterback playing the way they do, I think their offensive scheme is the best it has been in the last 4 years. They're running the ball differently, and they don't necessarily need those receivers every week. Even without their top receiving core, Shanahan is wary of the Bucs' revamped offense, which has been running the ball more effectively than in previous seasons. He also pointed out that while the Bucs' defense has had some struggles, it's still as dangerous as ever, especially when matched up against a team like the 49ers. For the 49ers, this game is especially important. With the NFC West still very much in play, a win would be huge for San Francisco's playoff hopes, while a loss could knock them down in the standings, putting their postseason dreams in jeopardy. The 49ers also hope to get star running back Christian McCaffrey back on the field, which should boost their offense. But they'll have to contend with Tampa's intimidating pass rush and the energy of a packed home crowd at Raymond James Stadium. Both teams are hungry for a victory. With their playoff hopes on the line, Shanahan is preparing for a tough, competitive battle between two teams fighting to stay alive in the playoff race. Expect a hard-fought contest. This is one game you won't want to miss.